Thank God we are alive. Yes, thank God we are alive. You know why? For people like us, when it's Friday like this, it's like holidays for us. But then this weekend is not gonna be that way because election is tomorrow, right? So we will be out to do the needful again. Just for you, people. But for now, let's dish you some headlines this morning from Daily Post to Punch to Vanguard, Daily Trust, Sun, Vanguard, The Nation, and a couple of other newspapers, everyone. My name is Jude Ikami Jude, and this is Voice of the People 90.3 from the super voice of the people. All right? Yes. Welcome to Front Page Review. Today is the 11th day in the month of July 2025, and ticker time is 7:03 a.m. Let's take a walk. Daily Post will take the lead this morning. No one can chase us out of Plateau. It's our state too, of course. Fulani youth leader vows. No one can chase us out of Plateau. It's our state too. Fulani youth leader vows. Dele Momodu, business owner, clash over alleged 380,000 naira debt from small chops supplied in 2022. Dele Momodu, business owner, clash over alleged 380,000 naira debt from small chops supplied in 2022. Moving on to some of the headlines: U.S. pressuring Africans to accept Venezuelan deportees. Foreign Affairs Minister is one speaking here. In Benue State, suspected herdsmen attack Kadako, kill Iron Man, injure policeman. And then missing 210 trillion naira again. NNPCL GMD Ogunlari snubs Nigerian Senate. You were wrong. Tinubu helped Buhari in 2015. Former Buhari's ally tells ex-SGF Mustafa, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. I am loyal to Buhari, who won't return to work for Atiku Garba Shehu. I am loyal to Buhari. I won't return to work for Atiku, says Garba Shehu. 2010 beggars apprehended, or 210 rather, beggars apprehended as crackdown on scavengers one chance begins in Abuja. 210 beggars apprehended. Shetima hints at disagreement with Tinubu over state of emergency in Rivers State. And then AIG Zone 9 orders full investigation on alleged 1.5 million naira extortion by its officers. Abga reacts to killing of 2 police officers by gunmen in Imo State. Let's check up some political headlines now. Kwankwanso supporters may soon join APC. Babachir Ahmed, or Bashir Ahmed rather, is the one speaking. Kwankwanso and his supporters may soon join the All Progressives Congress. Bashir Ahmed is speaking here. Atiku, Peter Obi ticket can't defeat Tinubu. Coalition, no threat to APC, says presidency. Atiku, Peter Obi ticket can't defeat Tinubu. Coalition, no threat to APC presidency. Okay, 2027, join Atiku. You won't get 2023 blind followers. Presidency advises Peter Obi. Join Atiku. You won't get 2023 blind followers. Presidency advises Peter Obi. On by-election, 19 political parties jostle to fill vacant position in Ibadan North. 2027 coalition, stay back in PDP. Bode George begs Atiku and others, stay back in PDP. Former Benue PDP women leader Agbeje Egwa resigns. And then moving on to some other newspapers now, let's check up Punch. Quite punchy this morning. Local government poll, ballot snatching will trigger by-election, says Lasiek. Local government poll, ballot snatching will trigger by-election, says Lasiek. And then customs foil donkey genitals smuggling, intercepts 40-feet container. Stop enriching discos with public funds, Senate tells federal government. Stop enriching discos with public funds, Senate tells federal government. And then BAT rejects Trump's amazing offer. ADC not threat to PDP in Bauchi. Party chieftain is the one speaking. ADC not threat to PDP in Bauchi. Party chieftain. Autonomy standoff. Governors get 4.5 trillion naira local government funds 1 year after Supreme Court ruling. So some of the headlines: NNPC refineries may never work again, says Dangote. Nigeria rejected US push to accept Venezuelan deportees, says Tuga. Nigeria rejected US push to accept Venezuelan deportees. Igodalo angry as Tinubu governors praise Okwebulo's court victory. Buhari government went after my allies. Post 2015 election, Jonathan alleges Buhari government went after my allies. Post 2015 election. Okay. Corrupt politicians using crypto wallet to launder money. EFCC chair speaks. And then inside the power struggle, splitting Delta North APC. We are targeting 5,000 housing units before 2027. Sokoto Information Commissioner is the one speaking here. Sokoto Obedient Movement rejects Vice President slot for Peter Obi. Sokoto Obedient Movement. ADC coalition, Aregbe calls for unity to defeat APC in 2027. Wike hails Okwewolo's Supreme Court victory. And then, Ekiti 2026, SDP, APC disagree over Oyebanji's performance. Lagos Deputy Speaker urges NDLEA Act review to combat substance abuse. And then, Okwewolo hails Supreme Court victory, calls for unity, development in Edo. Yes, that's what it is, everyone. And then from Punch newspaper, let me serve you some more headlines. But this time, we're moving to Vanguard. If not for Tinubu, Buhari wouldn't have won APC primary, says presidency. If not for Tinubu, Buhari wouldn't have won APC primary, according to presidency. On visa war, federal government explains stance as US slams tighter measures. 2027, ADC will dislodge Tinubu, and of course APC, says Aregbe. Okay. Amotekun dismisses 6 female recruits over pregnancy. And then, Akwa Ibom man to die by hanging for beheading brother. Custom intercepts 10,603 male donkey genitals. If not for Tinubu, Buhari wouldn't have won APC primary, says presidency. And then, 2027, PDP won't field Northerner for president, says Bode George. PDP won't field Northerner for president, according to Bode George. Okwewolo declares new era for Edo as Supreme Court affirms mandate. Okay. 2027, ADC will dislodge Tinubu and APC, says Aregbesola. Okay. Seconding Netanyahu for Trump's Nobel Peace Prize is something you might just want to read. But let's come back home to Nigeria. And of course, I want to serve you some political stories now. ADC will dislodge APC. And of course, Tinubu in 2027, says Aregbesola. PDP ready for partnership to retain presidency in the South, says Otom. 2027, Utomi throws weight behind ADC coalition. We're all one. Shetima tells APC, PDP, ADC, and NNPP. We are all one. Okay. Supreme Court upholds Governor Kwebulu's election. I gave that earlier. Some more headlines here. I am not interested in APC national chairmanship, says Akume. Tinubu delivered 2015 presidency to Buhari after Jonathan lost Southwest support. Tinubu never suspended 5-year US visas for Americans, according to presidency. OPL 245 case, Adoke was globally haunted, says Jonathan. This is your darling station, Voice of the People, 90.3 FM, 7:13 is the time right now. This time, let's trust Daily Trust for some more headlines. Why Nigerian youths must embrace patience to succeed. On power, amidst high electricity costs, varsities, health facilities yet to get subsidy. Federal government autonomy, after 1 year, nothing has changed. Hey, federal government local government autonomy, after 1 year, nothing has changed. Documentary on women in politics set for premiere July 14. On the contest between extreme profanity and religiosity is a piece you might want to grab and read. And then federal government asks commissioners to communicate Tinubu's achievements to the people. Federal government asks commissioners to communicate Tinubu's achievements to the people. No, they can see themselves. They can see themselves. You don't have to tell me whether rain they fall or not. No, I know. I can feel it. Trump's compliment on Liberian leaders' English sparks debate over countries' U.S. ties. 4 more to go here, courtesy Daily Trust. Shetima visits Buhari in London. And then Rufai, why everyone told me I made a mistake. Suspected killers of wedding travelers arraigned in Jaws. And then Supreme Court judgment, I feel betrayed, Igodalo. And this time around, I'll take you to the Sun. Quiet Sunny, Shetima, Saraki, El Rufai recount how state actors hounded them. State actors, right? It's okay. 2027, Atiku will be can't unseat Tinubu, says Bode George. Atiku will be can't unseat Tinubu, Bode George. You see, when people are talking, sometimes when people speak, you just wonder, I don't know. But I think we are not putting the people into play here. We're undermining the power of the people. They actually have a say. They will decide what will happen. They will just back a certain candidate, and then they will do what they want to do. That's just it. It's not about Atiku and Obi alone. It's about Nigerians. Again, it is not about Tinubu alone. It's about Nigerians. That's it. Moving on. Benue residents allege ethnic cleansing as violence persists. Senate demands 200 million naira compensation for toddler shot during NDLEA raid. Senate demands 200 million naira compensation for toddler shot during NDLEA raid. Police promise maximum security ahead local government elections in Lagos. And then let's check up some more now. Edo Guba, Tinubu governors orders hail Okwebulo's victory. MAC orders meet ADC state chairman, promises inclusion. INEC gets 7 new registration applications. Anambra Guba, how ADC's coalition may alter permutations. APC's future and ADC's coalition huddles is another one again. And then here, Babayemi tours 332 words in Oshun canvasses Tinubu's re-election. 7:19 a.m. to the Guardian newspaper now. Petrol storage tank fire kills 2 in Delta community. And then 9-year-old boy needs 37 million naira for kidney transplant. Motorists, residents groan over deplorable Lagos road. And then Lagos adopts new waste to energy plants strategy at landfills. Rainstorm wreaks havoc in your community. And then let's see, finally here, foundation empowers underserved community pupils in Lagos. Let's just touch on the Nation newspaper, then I will have Rufai Oseni quickly. On audit report, 210 trillion naira unaccounted for, not stolen by NNPCL. The Nation is giving us this story in a different way now. It said 210 trillion naira unaccounted for, not stolen. Not stolen by NNPCL. It was just unaccounted for. See English. Okay. 2027 legal landmines threaten opposition's coalition gamble. Miranda calls for stricter policies to end drug abuse. Atowawori LCDA bids cancel bus farewell. Or Toawori rather. Federal government to streamline accreditation processes for tertiary institutions. Mustafa gets knocks for downplaying Tinubu's role in Buhari's 2015 triumph. Okwebulo, Supreme Court verdict, victory for Edo. And finally here, on visa restriction, federal government rejects United States claim on reciprocity. This is Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Everyone, let's have a beautiful conversation together. It's Friday. Okay? YouTube, VOP 90.3 FM. That's what it is on YouTube. VOP 90.3 FM. All right? WhatsApp 081 717 56338. 081 717 56338. All right, that's the number to send your messages to. This time around, let's join Rufai Oseni quickly.
Couple of things around. News Central, the media house, did a town hall as regards the victims of Benue flood, and it's quite a sad one, a sad ordeal. How the pain continues because of the neglect of government. I don't know what has gone on with the people the police claim they have arrested. I don't know how we are going to get reprieve for these people, but it's a sad ordeal that Nigerians were just allowed to waste. Somebody was sharing how he lost over 8 family members, and there are many, many attacks like that. What's the investigation of the police like into all of this? But this morning, I also want to make a clarion call for aid to the IDPs. I've been working with a foundation called CISO for over 10 years as regards Benue matters. Over 10 years ago, when a flooding happened, about 10 years ago, thereabout, we raised money and we raised clothes and we raised help for people in Benue. So I've been working with CISO on this. I mean, if you check some of my pages online, you'd see my call for help for CISO. That's the foundation out of Benue. So it's a sad one. Would like you to reach out to them and let's help to ameliorate the crisis and the pain of people of Benue. It's a very, very sad one. People are still in town hall on IDPs, and it's a sad one. It's a sad one. Distribution is on. Lagos chapter of PFN also had tons of relief materials for them. So, and please, you can still see if you can drop off goods for Benue people at Global Impact Church, the Good Land in Fakojai, and materials for them. Very sad one. Very sad one. So Olukoyede, the EFCC chief, is saying that politicians are now evading scrutiny and they are putting their monies in cryptocurrency. That's what the EFCC chief is saying. The question is, how can you come? How can you go after them to be able to nip them in the bud? I have a Senate president that is saying that senators don't really make a lot, that they are there to sacrifice for Nigeria. Maybe they should start by giving the Nigerians all of their returns. And the over 160 million car they bought for them, and a lot of money they collect in their constituency project, maybe they should start by leaving all of that. And their huge big allowances. Because you see, when the senators talk sometimes, they forget an average Nigerian is suffering. Only recently, an average Nigerian 31-year-old man, my foundation and a couple of other people had to raise over 10 million for his cancer treatment. He had cancer. He had said that he wanted to die because there was no way he was going to raise the money for his treatment. But we had to raise that money and get him started on his chemotherapy. And an average senator is feeding fat at the expense. A lot of the constituency projects are not even done. The things they buy for constituency projects, you can see how most of them were looted during COVID. They should keep deceiving themselves. But the judge is saying this morning that no coalition can be stronger than the PDP. Is it PDP that is destroyed already? That the selfishness and the greed of a lot of people destroyed? Is it PDP that is in limbo and they say no coalition is stronger now? Isn't it surprising that nobody even talks about the PDP again? But for taking his story, nobody even talks about the PDP again. Everybody is now talking about the coalition. But what we just have to say is that the coalition too must do right and feel the pulse of the nation.
Of course.
If you feel the pulse of the nation where the people want power to still remain, they'll tell you it's the South. So the coalition tries to feel like any candidate from the North, it's a very sad one. Lagos police deploys 30,000 officers for LG polls. Yes, we're going to be having local government elections. And please, I would like Lagosians to go out. But the thing is that despite the 30,000 police officers they are always deploying for elections in every state, you still have rigging. Election malpractice perpetrators will not still be brought to book. You will still see wanton disregard for the authorities. And this has always been the order of the day as regards an election in over 13,000 polling units in 20 local government areas of the state. So, despite the fact that you have consultative committee on election security, and that is co-chaired by the chairman of LISEC, despite the fact that CPG is saying that marine police, tactical police, rapid response squads and everything, you will still have incidents of rigging. Despite the fact that there's restriction of vehicular movement from 6 to 3 p.m., you will still have incidents of rigging. So the question is, how are we going to get our electoral process right? That's just the problem. We need to be able to fix it. As regards the visa adjustment to America that now is single entry 3 months, with due respect, I've gone to make my research. It's got nothing to do with the Nigerian government. In fact, the Nigerian government did not reverse the 5 years it gives American citizens. It is just Trump being Trump. In fact, on further investigation, we are seeing that it's a pattern against the African countries. So, because a lot of fake news are going around there that Nigeria reversed its 5-year visa policy. No, it did not. It did not at all. So please, this you cannot blame the government of President Tinubu for. We should be careful. See what I was saying about the Lagos polls. An LP candidate in Amuwo Odofin, Sheyi Palaye, has raised concerns over alleged plans by certain individuals to incite violence and disrupt the upcoming Saturday 12, 2025, July local government polls. And as I said, despite the over 30,000 police officers, you will still see mayhem. Ipalaye has called on Lagos State Independent Electoral Commission to ensure free and fair elections, urging law enforcement agencies to be proactive in preventing possible violence and protecting voters in the Amuwo Odofin area. So the funny thing is, you will still see violence. Question is, how do we fix it? And how do we ensure that things are done properly? And for the Kenyan president that he said that they should shoot his own citizens, that he swore to protect in the constitution in the leg, I'm not surprised. It just speaks volumes of how African presidents think. And that's why Trump can be sarcastic towards Liberian president that for a country that their lingua franca is English, now how come you speak English so well? And that's what he's saying, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir.
You speak good English.
Now the citizens body that African leaders to get power. They can never have power against foreign leaders that are colonizing them and they are putting their lives in destruction due to unfair trade and unfair practices. And that's why Guinean military junta chief Assimi Goita has approved himself 5-year presidential mandates renewal without election. The one in Niger too also did the same. We should be wary about this African list. I know Africa wants to break free from colonialism, and some thought process have been celebrating these new Africa cool leaders. They are not the way forward. It's still a form of colonialism with Russia. These AES, Alliance of Sahel States, they are not the way forward. Militarism will never bring the freedom because it's just going to be another level of high-handedness in those countries. Let us call a spade a spade. The ADC is replying to a lot of brickbats internally by saying that it has no intention to push away party state chairman. There's been a lot of friction with the party state chairman remain. The big Atiku has been talking about the process of coalition and taking over of the party was flawed. But Abdullahi has responded to him by saying that there was no violations made. So let's see how all of that pan out in the coming days. Like I said, the taste of the pudding will be in the eating. God invited legal experts, divided as judge hears SSS suits on Utomi. Utomi has explained that this shadow government is to be able to give advice. Submissions from experts invited by James Sopporters to a central issue whether Mr. Utomi's proposition was to protect the right to freedom of expression or whether it is conflicted with a strict interpretation of the Constitution. The judge has fixed 29 September to deliver judgment on the suits that the SSS filed against Mr. Utomi, a political economist and former presidential candidate, when he said he was going to set up this shadow government. But you see, the question is this same APC government that is shouting now that taking somebody to court over shadow government, they claimed that they were going to form a parallel government in an event they don't win the 2015 election. In fact, a constitutional scholar and the eventual vice presidential candidate and vice president of this country was said to have said it on television and confirmed it. So the same APC I was talking about forming a parallel government is the same APC that is now harassing a Professor Utomi that has now come out to say that these attempts for a parallel government, for a shadow government, is to be able to profile solutions. The question is, why don't you even allow Utomi profile solutions in the country with his own shadow government first? Has he tried to topple your government? Time will tell. Taiwo Idele says he was forced to flee his home and lives under police protection after receiving threats for leading efforts to reduce tax-related extortion in Nigeria. He said the threats followed more than 60 public comments about stopping more than 60 government agencies from collecting levies. Just imagine that. How can a man that came to straighten up government personnel from collecting levies would also be threatened? Said he had to rent a place in a secret location where he lived. And he had to accept mobile police protection. That's the sad reality. That's what applies in our country today.
All right. Thank you, Rufai. Thank you
There'll
so
be
much.
fresh gunmen attacks in Anambra. Kill 2, invade police facility, Orumba South local government area.
Thank you, Rufai. I have to let you go now. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you. This is Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Everyone, feel very free to join the conversation this morning via all of our social media platforms. Remember, I told you there was streaming. It is Voice of the People 90.3 FM, like VOP 90.3 FM. Okay? Yeah, that's it. That's it, everyone. Okay. Let's talk. Let's talk. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call. 0700 903 903 903. WhatsApp 081 717 56338. Frank Ayala is going to be joining us this morning. Yes, Frank will be joining us this morning, and is going to be talking to us. Let's get his own view on some of these headlines, some of these stories, back to back. Is that fine, everyone? All right. Let's join Frank Ayala quickly. Stay there. I'll be right back. Yes, like I said, Frank Ayala is here. Hello, good morning, Frank.
Good morning, Judy.
Good morning. Are you surprised? Don't be surprised. Just don't be surprised. Okay, let's talk. Frank. The presidency is advising Peter Obi to join Atiku. And you know what they said? They said that Obi will not get that 2023 blind followers. Obi will not get back, those votes, that 6 million. He might just get 2.5. He should just join Atiku, or else he will lose out. What's your take on that?
Fortunately, Obi will join Atiku, and if Obi join Atiku, I will invite the president to either start putting the things together, or within now and the next election cycle, he should do what Nigeria needs. What is our request? What is Nigerian people request as it stands today, Judy? Quality education that is affordable, security of life and security for life and property, good environment for Nigerian people. Those are the basic things. But if Obi should go and stay on his own, want to get the ticket and run for presidency, the presidency is not far from the truth on this ground, because that vote he got, that vote was on a sentiment that power must come down to South. Those were emotional vote he got. Now, the issue is no more power must come down to South. The issue is now who can give us a better government. Fine, he's qualified. He has what it takes to become to give us a better leadership. But looking at the tenor of the leadership as it stands today, some group of people in this country are saying they can no longer wait for those that long. So any attempt to change this current leadership through a democratically way, it will be going for additional 8 years. So the North is saying they are not ready to take that kind of chance. So the best bet is for him to team up with Atiku and work with Atiku. On this, the president is very, very correct. That's why I use the word very fortunate. That is what is on ground.
When you say Obi will join, you say fortunately Obi will join Atiku. Are you saying, because Obi has come out to say, see, I am going in for the presidency, the seat of the president, not vice president. Okay? And
on which ticket? On which platform?
That's what he has said. He wants to be the president, not the vice president. So are you saying that by and large, anyhow we put it, very soon Obi will join Atiku as a VP? Is that what you're saying?
It's our wish that he join Atiku. I also believe.
Hello?
Who could support him? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you now.
If those who love him so much like me want to advise it rightly, it will need, it's a matter of urgency to team up with somebody or with people who can give you a national support. Because regional vote alone will not make you the president.
Okay.
So invariably for me, that is the direction. He knows. But politically, everybody wants to be at the first, everybody wants to be the first.
So what would be?
So that is the way out. The president is very correct.
What would be your advice to people who are saying Atiku should just step down? Atiku should do everything to become, he should just become a godfather and just step down. I mean, don't run.
The people who will tell Atiku, people who will tell Atiku to step down for me. Law, constitutionally, Atiku is qualified. It's a Nigerian by birth. So it is not me who is not going to bear the costs, who do not know what the man is thinking. I will tell him to step down. Look at in America, in United States of America, Biden gone for the tickets. Are we correct? It is the party leaders that over time prevail over him to step down for the other lady. What's her name now? So it is the choice of
Kamala.
Atiku to make, not me and you, not we from the south, that we tell him what to do or what not to do. So I also see people who are working for who are working for APC today, trying to create a narrative that he have been contesting, must he be the only person, because they know that's the only person that has the political structure as it stands today to withstand this current government. They know that's exactly the mind game they play with Obi the other time. Those people were campaigning Obi, the APC there infiltrated into obedient and be shouting just to get to be out of the PDP, to weaken the chance of PDP from the southeast. And they succeeded. They are at it again. And I pray at this point, Obi himself need to sit down to look at it. If you have actually matched the vote of Obi and Atiku for last election, there is no way this disaster we have as a government today will come to the center. This is a disaster. Do you listen to what this guy said yesterday?
Who?
Do you watch it?
Who?
Shetima.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Shetima. Who was on the screen convicting his direct boss. By his comment yesterday, Tinubu was convicted to have committed an impeachable crime. Because he said very clearly, when Jonathan made such an attempt, when he mute such thought there, the then Attorney General Aduoke advising you do not have the power to remove a sitting a councillor. Then under his watch, his principal did it, and he acknowledged the fact that the president did not. For me, if it's a sane society, by this morning, Senate should be reconvening to consider those statements and look at the implication. This current administration, led by APC or led by Tinubu, they are disasters that are going to take us beyond. We'll be shouting and be saying that they are taking us beyond 1930, where nobody look at what the law is saying. They look at what the individual is saying. So when you look at all this, the only alternative for us is for this coalition. If only they will also come with an ideology that will strengthen democracy. Because they are best of the same feather, all of them put together. Not forget that people have been jumping from party to party. Obi have also been jumping. Obi coming as a Labour, as a PDP. He went to Abga to get their ticket. After he left the governor, he went back to Abga. From there back to Labour. They are not stable. These are unstable water that cannot be trusted. All of them put together. Then again, democracy election is a 4-year cycle. We must have an election, either good or bad. We must have an election to select the new thinking. That's my submission on that.
But there are permutations that despite all of these, Tinubu will still remain in power till 2031.
I don't know where they are getting their...
Even if Obi and Atiku come together, Tinubu will still be there to 2031.
Except they are saying there is no need to go for election. So maybe they have written their results. Except they are saying though that they've come to destroy democracy. But why would somebody tell me, looking at the last result, 2023, looking at the commission of those two, combine their result together, and that result also came like that because then people were not too certain of Atiku and Obi. But now it's become clear. Then the incompetency of this current administration have also not been tested. The incompetency of this administration have also not been tested. Judy, life is becoming worthless in our country. Life is becoming worthless. Judy, do you see a video that went viral recently? People were campaigning for people have the effort to come out and start lynching them for no crime, for expressing their own fundamental human rights. You can campaign for any party. That is what this government have taken us to. Doing anything meaningful to give us the hope that we see the light after the tunnel. But to start abusing any APC member they see on the streets, no, that is not what the law says. So because we have an incompetent government that have come to show that there is nothing to show for their 24 years in strategy rooms. Master strategy that have been strategy for 24 years. Only for you to come to center now is a disaster. I use the word disaster because when you look at all economic indices, we are not heading anywhere, Judy. We are not heading anywhere. Somebody called Reno was on screen the other day saying Tinubu have not borrowed money as his borrow is paying down. Who is telling that story? when he's showing local contractor about 54 trillion naira. Is that not a loan? So when people come out to defend this government, that's why Dino said you can't defend APC and not look stupid. Because the person you are defending APC for right there is hungry before you. He's hungry. You they run your car from here to Benin, you go to and fro, go to cost you no less than 70 or 80,000 naira. Why Jonathan was in power, it will cost you less than 10,000 naira. How do you want to explain it? So I wish and I pray that Obi also see the sign that they're not going to be misled again to try to go and get the ticket and start a single entity. No, it couldn't fly because it will not get the number of votes. It can only get less than 2.5 million. The entire Southeast will not also give it that. Last election, what was the vote from the entire Southeast? As it stands today, the only state that we also look at Obi side now is Benue because of the failure, the Olympic failure of the sitting governor. It's a disappointment. We thought it's a reverend father that is coming to sustain, to push humanity. Rather, he's there. He's even the one that is lying more. So I will advise Obi to align with the advice from presidency.
Okay, all right.
I know those who are advising is also trying to say we are fair to show that they are not scared, but they are jittery. As we speak, APC is seriously jittery, heavily. They sign everywhere. That's why they start campaign 2 years before election cycle.
Will you be surprised to hear a person like Chief Olabode George expressing doubt over the possibility of Atiku and Obi, unseating President Tinubu? He was speaking. He stated that an alliance between Atiku and Obi would not guarantee a win against President Tinubu. According to him, he said the coalition came out due to the personal ambitions that it will disintegrate when the goals are not realized. Did you hear that?
The APC was also on personal ambition. After Tinubu mentioned person that will win a national election in APC. So, to our elder statesman, with due respect, I don't think I have the liberty or the capacity to comment on whatever he says, but I will advise him to talk less and let's work more to salvage where we currently are to where we want to be. Our elder statesman is a man that believes in this country, looking at his antecedent, looking at what he has gone through. I will advise him to talk less when they come to this coalition because it's a movement that I don't think he himself can stop it. So let me stop at that. It's our elder statesman, it's our grandfather.
Frank, let me take you.
But for me, he should talk less.
Okay, he should talk less. Frank, let me quickly take you to your state, Okwebolo. And Igodalo, how far so far?
Then again, Judy, that is the law. The Supreme Court have decided.
That is the law.
The only thing I will pray that is the law. The law, the people who have the right, there's no right to interpret the law as spoken, as said, PDP could not prove their case beyond reasonable doubt. As such, their case lack merit.
But
if you look at the judgment,
is saying he feels cheated.
I was not expecting anything. I was not yes, I will be disappointed if they have gone the other way around because they cannot fight them. They cannot bite the finger that feeds them. As we speak, Kekereeku, who is the Chief Justice, who is the Chief Judge of the Federation, the Chief Justice, what is the antecedent? We are aware of some other issues as alleged on corruption issues. So when people that have taken the danger we are taking in all this, Judy, there is a saying by I've forgotten the person that said, and I say, when you refuse to defend justice, you will be a victim of injustice. When you refuse to defend justice, you will one day be a victim of injustice. My brother Obaseki has one defending injustice when he was benefiting from Oshomole. Was with Obaseki for 8 years. Favor, were they speaking for justice? So the injustice, they say, they've now become a victim of injustice. Because when you look at the law, when you look at what the judge, our learned colleagues are saying, our lordship are saying, you did not need a witness when you have a true certified copy of a judgment, of the evidence. Because PDP presented created CTC of the beavers that was used for election. So for me, I'm not a lawyer. That is to say, you don't need a witness to come and testify. As long as the INEC, the custodian of the document, say this is the true copy, and the true copy speak to the fact that the result that was read to us is different from what's on the beavers. What does that tell you? There was a clear line of rigging, but the judge chose to look the other way around. So be it. And I pray that one day their children did not fall a victim of this injustice they've perpetrated. It was, if you listen to Igodalo, he said it was a doctor rigging. It was a program rigging. See, it was systematic. So for me, I think the law has spoken. So the only place we can appeal to now is to appeal to God. Let God on his own. If there's something he can do for us, but he can't change the result again. Monday is going to be there for 4 years. And I pray Monday to succeed. At this conjunction, both Igodalo, all of them need to work around Monday to succeed. Because if Monday succeed, the state will succeed. As we speak today, I don't think Edo is a midst of a nation. They are not in midst of the states. If you go there, Judea, as we think now, flood is taking up from these few days that are for some days. Then we have a governor there for 8 years who want to give us somebody that if he can continue where the disaster he created. So Obaseki for me has not done well. He was trying to build a structure that Monday is not going to. Monday does not have the capacity to understand it. One quick one, Jude.
Okay.
It is not that Monday have succeeded in court. They're going to be an in-house fighting within APC to unseat Monday. Give them the next 6 months. You see the indicators everywhere.
Really?
Monday was not their choice. Yes. Dennis was their choice.
Dennis
when I use their choice now, those was the choice of Oshomole. So now that they've settled the first fight from PDP, they're going to take the fighting house to weaken Monday to make sure Monday is thrown out. Let's wait for 6 months. You see the indicator everywhere.
Okay.
But the law has spoken. The law has spoken. We must respect the rule of law.
The law has spoken. I like it when you say the law has spoken. Okay, I only wanted to take you to your state and fill your pause, but let me bring you back to national issues. Okay, so I will take you first to Sokoto. Like I said, let's come back on track. Let's get back on track. Sokoto obedient movements have rejected VP slot for Peter Obi. Just like a couple of persons, Nigerians, are saying no. If Peter Obi will not be the president, then let Tinubu continue. Have you heard that?
Yes, and it's a welcome development. Democracy is a game of lobby. When Tinubu, most people that are working with Tinubu today, I can call their name like Boala. You see the unprintable words he used against our current president while he was working with Atiku. When Atiku was feeding him, Reno, Shegun, show me. This is a democracy. People are new, whosoever go to, and the most worrisome part of it is you don't preempt an election that have not been conducted. Primary has not been conducted. The game has not even started. We still have more than 1 year and 8 months ahead to select who will be the flag bearer. Then again, we are in democracy where democracy is a game of number. We need to look at the number for your negotiation. So, Sokoto, what was the vote of the obedience for Sokoto in last election? Let's go back to history. What was the total vote of Labour? The obedience in Sokoto. The total vote of Labour in Sokoto is less than 5,000 in last election, if I'm correct. So is it that 5,000 that will threaten Obi?
Okay.
So if the Labour in South East, Labour in Lagos is talking, because Labour in Lagos give Obi over 580,000 votes, according to what they read for us. We know it was far more than that, but the law again say that was the result, because INEC at that point was the one that is legally empowered to say this is the result, and INEC say it was about 580 or thereabout. So when 580 is talking, and Obi got 6.1 million votes. So if you do the mathematics, 580,000 out of 6,000 will give you close to minimum. It's close to about 8 or 9%. So when those people are talking, now we listen. Not people that does not even produce 0.0001%. So who are they in Sokoto? But then again, their voice is loud and clear. And I will advise the new leadership of ADC to take it in. Just as our voice now should be heard, as we are advising the presidency to go. If you want to remain in that office, you should go and do what Nigeria wants. What the Nigeria, all the promises you made to us from Buhari government, that you made dollar to become 14 naira, you should go and implement it.
Party, let's talk about unity in the ADC. I mean, this presidency thing, like I also mentioned yesterday, don't you think is going to bring about something like it might just break the party? Some persons are saying Obi might just at the end of the day leave, that coalition and go on his own. I mean, do you see things going that way too?
I don't think this. I know there will be disunity in ADC, because ADC for them is a special purpose vehicle.
That what will actually push Obi out is during the primary election. The primary issue.
What will push Obi out? Whosoever take the ticket now, that make Obi the vice president. And when it's time for Obi to not take the ticket as presidential ticket, and they are not supporting, that is what will push Obi out. I don't see Obi going out for now. Because Labour is heavily divided as we speak. Do you listen to King Ibe? He did King Ibe yesterday that he does not even know the faction he belongs to in Labour.
Okay.
So what we push Obi out is, if Obi agreed to be a vice president to whosoever want to come from the north, in this age of our democracy, we're not supposed to be talking of region or ethnics. We're supposed to be talking of competency. Because Buhari deceived with Mr. Integrity. So we're supposed to be discussing now is who is going to take us to the promised land, and what are those indications of promised land? Good environment, secure environment, cheap food, affordable quality food, good education, good medical health care. Those are indicators to promised land. Not the president that will say, okay, we should take loan to strengthen ourselves in Nigeria and give somebody a scholarship in another country. Those are not indicators of promised land. So what we take Obi out of this coalition, for me, is if he agreed to become vice president to whosoever want to come from the north. After the person succeeds, and the time for us to play the game to favor the southeast, and they make any attempts not to play in line with gentleman agreement, then Obi will pull out.
Okay.
Then again, you listen to Boss Mustafa in their book launch.
Yeah.
You listen to the technicality of the man's speech, that the people that are pulling out from APC now and the CPC unit of APC, which already have 12 million votes, because Buhari was not in support of that Tinubu presidency. That's why I could not see Tinubu calling out to 12 million from the north. Because the CPC part of the party did not want Tinubu Abination. They actually wanted to go for Lawal, our former Senate president, who is from the CPC. They wanted the CPC unit to repeat the presidency. Not forget that the Buhari is from the CPC arms of those measures.
Yeah.
Don't forget now, there's a difference between a merger and a coalition. Looking to form a party. So I saw they have equal right, irrespective of the number. That's why Tinubu will say it was his turn, because the CPC arm of that merger has produced the presidency. So they needed to go to the ACN on it. Unfortunately, the NPDP have disappeared back to PDP. The NPDP led by Baraje, Saraki, Dino, Tombawa, and Amaechi. They fused themselves back to the original party. So it's now leaving only 3 arms. And the ABGA part of it have also gone back to ABGA. Because Okorocha is nowhere to be found as we speak today. So this coalition is not a merger. As such, everybody that's going to this coalition will come with equal rights. Then again, the game of numbers. So go back to Boss Mustafa submission on that book launch. You discover that the 12 million part of that in 2015, they got about 15.something million. Then if you take 12 million out of it, the ACN and the other body came with 3 million. That's what Boss Mustafa were trying to say, that it was not the APCN that made Buhari the president. And I believe in that figure.
Okay.
So now, it is that same CPC block of that APC that does not support Tinubu. That Tinubu cannot get up to 12 million votes. He got 8.9 million votes. Out of that 8.9 million vote, the one that came from the north is 62.8. That is less than 4 million. That's less than 5 million votes or 6 million votes. Then it is that CPC unit that is breaking out of APC now that is creating the fear that make them to be jittery. Because 12 million mass to coalition is already a winning figure. And who are in that 12 million vote? This your current vice president that started to indict his principal yesterday. Where we told presidency that over 7 APC governor from the east, from the north, seven APC governor from the north are working in favor of this coalition. They thought we were joking. You begin to see the effect. They begin to speak now. They begin to speak. But Mustafa came out with a figure. A day later, the vice president indicted his principal. What does that tell you? There's already there's a movement that will hit our presidency.
Frank, thank you. I have to let you go. I wish we could continue this conversation, but I have to let you go. Thank you so much, Frank. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Do enjoy the rest of the day.
And you too, Frank. This is Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. I will start taking your calls and reading your messages just right after this.
It's time to take the next step toward your dreams. Admissions are now open for the October 2025 and January 2026 intakes at Lancaster University, Ghana. Get ready for a world-class education, global opportunities, and an unforgettable experience right from Ghana. For more information, contact us at +234 0701 708 9214 or email us at nigeria@lancaster.edu.gh. Apply today and begin your journey to success with Lancaster University, Ghana. Your future starts now.
From coast to coast, border to border, the economy, shipping, imports, exports, land water transportation will bring you all through the voices of our two experienced presenters, Francis Chilaka and Dili Utomi, with a tier of notable experts in the industry. Join us this Sunday, 12:30 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. live on the Maritime and Border Show here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Join us.
Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. You will move away from your radio set if you want to call. Just about 1 minute for you. Check your time, 8:06 a.m. My name is Jude. Mind what you say on the national radio. Like I said, 60 seconds for you. 0700 903 903 903. 0700 903 903 903. WhatsApp 081 717 56338. All right? Now, let's take your calls. Good morning to you.
Good morning, my dear friend. How are you?
I'm fine. Good morning. Your voice is so low.
Chief Johnny is my name.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you now.
Chief Johnny is my name.
Welcome.
Please, I want us to be careful in this hearing. I can say that most of the people that have the voice to speak on your radio, especially the analysts also, are clamoring for Obi to be vice president to Atiku. I want to say that I don't know what is so special in Atiku that he has been, eking to be the president since 1992 or thereabout. And he has been spending his money doing campaign here and there. Now he wants to by law to this. At the end of it, won't he recoup all his money that he has been spending? Then we shall still go back to square one. There. This man that
Really having issues with your line. I'm so sorry. What happened? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, okay? You can call back if you can, please. Thank you so much. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Obi joining Atiku joining Obi cannot unseat Tinubu in 2027. The only thing that can unseat Tinubu is good election to count our vote. If INEC cannot count Nigerians' vote, nothing will unseat Tinubu on 2027. Tinubu need that power, and he will do everything to be there. Nothing can unseat Tinubu. It's only through election, counting our vote. If our vote will not count, nothing can unseat Tinubu. By the way, my name is Obinna, calling from Atiku.
Thank you, Obinna. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Hello, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning. Good day, I greet you.
Hi, good morning.
Yeah, Baba G.
Okay.
Let me look at it from this way. I listened to Frank very well. And what played out 2023 may not be exactly this 2027, I will tell you. Because Atiku contested under PDP with a structure. Remember, that structure of PDP was the one that made OBJ. The same structure made late Yaradua. The same structure made Jonathan, if I'm right, sir. And that structure likely will not be there 2027 because Wike has destroyed the structure. And Obi, that came from a party with that structure, could be able to gather 12 states. And I will tell you, I said it yesterday, I was a supporter of Atiku. But this 2027, when there is no structure in PDP, it will be very difficult for Atiku to win. But that will be that gathered over 6 million votes. Those people are still there. They will still give it to Obi. The only thing remaining is for the coalition. Those men, those powerful politicians, talk to people from the north. If Atiku can openly agree to work with Obi, Rufai, Arebishola, and they like, and at the end of the day, they talk to the emir, they talk to the caliphate. I tell you, Obi will beat this man. But if Atiku contests, the South will not vote for Atiku because of that gentleman agreement. Because most people here, they are telling you that the North has ruled for a long time. We need the South. And again, if you put Obi, it will bring unity, cohesion. I'm just being sincere here.
Okay.
I'm a strong supporter of Atiku, but this time around, the permutation will change.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I love that. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, Mr. Jude, how are you?
I'm good. Talk to us. Good morning. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. Please call back if you can, okay? Hello, good morning here.
Ikamijide, good morning.
Good morning here.
Yeah, Mr. Mba, call from me last time.
Okay.
Yeah, Ikamijide. As far as Mr. Mba is concerned, anybody who are clamoring Obi should be advised to the North. That person is speaking for his own mind. What happened to the Northerners to come together to support Obi in order to defeat Tinubu? What happened with Atiku or Rufai or Kwankwaso to play as a vice president in order to support Obi? Why is it not? It can be today. Whenever the fall of the Biafran War in 1960, yeah, the Northerners have been ruling this country and the Westerners. What have they achieved? And you can discover that Obi is the mind of the people, even as the question of the country, even from the west, even from the east, even from the north or middle belt. You discover that people is the mind of people. Then why if the Northerners are not greedy? I put it in that way. If they are not greedy, one vote Rufai, one vote Atiku, one vote Kwankwaso to front Obi in order to take this power from Tinubu, because everybody has seen that Tinubu has failed If the Northerners are not greedy, why can't they accept that it's not constitutionally by North West rule? But why can't they go together and support Obi? Because Obi is the mind of the people, and the things stand now in Nigeria.
All right.
If they are not greedy, why can't they support Obi and say Obi go for it? But they are greedy. They won't allow to eat or participate.
Thank you
It's
so much.
a shame. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate your call. Hello, good morning here too. Hello?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Yes, this is Comrade Oluwafemi Daniel. Yes, I was trying to put some issues in perspectives. Number one, I said a few days ago, until that perception or that thing is reconducted, there is a general perception in Nigeria that the Northerners are more in number than any section, going by the whatever year's population census. And that is why, if you have observed very critically, the results from election results from the North always come last. Whatever result in the South will now be used to determine what comes from the North. That's that. Hello, are you still there?
Yes, very well. I can hear
That's
you.
what destroys the ambition of Jonathan in 2014-15. I'm telling you the truth. Now, let's be honest, we should start talking as nationalists and not regionalist individuals. You see, it's not about sentiment. It's about, election is about number of votes you are able to gather. As far as I'm concerned, and as I can tell you, in this very South, if Peter Obi is eventually given the slot, a number of Southerners will rise against him. So it's not about it must be this, it must be that. Where do we do the calculation to oust this present administration? That's the most important. It's not about it must be this, it must be that. The kind of votes that Obi got in 2023, I also say it with every sense of humility. He can't get it again this year, this election rather. And I will tell you why. He got a large number of votes in Lagos. They will not allow that to repeat itself. I'm just telling you the truth. They will not allow that to repeat itself.
Okay.
And please, go and look through the statistics of the result of 23. Lagos happens to be the highest part of where Obi got the largest votes. So we should be looking at how we can move these people out. This is like what we can call unexpected evil that has befallen the country. Let us move them out.
It's okay.
How can somebody move petrol price from 180 something to 1,900 and you are still playing jokingly with such a person? God bless you, Jude.
God bless you too, sire. Good morning to you. Hello, good morning. Are you there? Hello? Uh-oh. Sorry about that. Okay, let me read some messages now. Vice President Kashim Shettima says Tinubu did what now? That Tinubu does not have the constitutional right to remove elected governor. And I urge the National Assembly to impeach Tinubu for removal of elected governor. And there is nothing wrong if Peter Obi is seeing, sharing food to people in an event. Leo from Lagos is sending that. Incredible! For the first time in the history of this country, Nigeria have never been so keen that they already conclude within just 2 years of a current administration to unseat the incumbent president in the next election. It has never happened before. This shows that Nigerians can no longer cope with the popular songs sung by late Fela Anikulapo Kuti, suffering and smiling. Let's be sincere. Nigeria needs a change of government. God bless Nigeria. Timitoko Onatoye from Ijagemo community. Thank you so much. From Robert, I praise Shettima for telling his boss the bitter truth that he does not have the power to remove a constitutional elected state governor. Kudos to him. And then, Babo is saying the same. Bode George said he will leave Nigeria if Tinubu wins 2023 election. Now supporting Tinubu. Good people from the north advise Atiku Abubakar to step down for Peter Obi. That's what you're saying. It's okay. More messages now. Chude from Ayetoro is saying, it is not news, and we are not surprised that APC got judgment in Edo State. It is not that the governor won the election, but APC arranged and imposed him on the people. Have they not pocketed the judiciary? It is only these wicked rulers that will celebrate and congratulate evil. Shame to all of them. Shame, shame, shame. Okay? And then, IOTech. It's laughable that presidency is afraid of Mr. Peter Obi, the only man whose name makes politicians afraid and bring tension to opposition. This is time to rig election and die by hanging. Obi is the only candidate who have what it takes to challenge or to change the narrative. But the judge have lost his members and begged Peter Obi to join them, and Peter refused. That's the reason he's speaking from both sides of his mouth. Okay? Good morning to you. Let me remind presidency for them under rotating opposition. What are you saying? Churchill from Ikorodu. Let them remember as it happened. So, to PDP, when they under... I don't know, is it a mix-up from here or from your end? It's okay. Good morning, peace. Stop deceiving yourself. We know Peter Obi will do what? Will win. Okay, it's okay. Let's leave it. Osinwaji, my advice by the APC-led government to Peter Obi to join Atiku is a sign that the presidency has gone into a panic mode. How can a competent or a contestant rather be advising a fellow contestant what to do? Our democracy is full of intrigues and drama, not for the right reasons, but for selfish and self-serving purposes. Let the masses decide who leads them. John Holy is from Ago Palace is saying, my take this morning is to advise Nigerians, both in APC and other parties, to vote out this current government, of disaster. It's okay. Thank you so much. For Frank Ayala to be putting Peter Obi in the same character of other politicians means it's not looking beyond the normal. Obi is different from the pack. No politician has the flavor, the composure and impact that Obi is made of. God bless you. Anebet Harry, thank you so much. Let's see if we could read some of the messages now. Good morning, Ikami Jude. It is it's like some people don't know the meaning of coalition and the reasons of coming together to form a particular political party. Also, Chikwado MP from Igandu, Lagos. Good morning, Jude. Frank said that the law have spoken and decided on a dual election. Is it not the same law that said that they should release Mazin Abdikano? What a country, hungry and angry Nigerians will vote these wicked people out of power in 2027. Tochiku Bezim from Egbeda Akonjo. Mr. Ayala, God bless you. You spoke my mind. I don't know why people are talking of South and North. What we want is competent leader, period. Nana from Egbeda. Nana, thank you so much. So many other messages here. Can I take them? Engineer Augusto Somejigbo is saying, Jude, nice job you're doing. This is your Frank Ayala analysis today. Shows okay, it's all right. Thank you. Good morning. Please, I disagree with your analysis that Obi is what now? Obi's 5,000 votes from Sokoto is the last election. Okay, thank you. Okay, let me do some calls first. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Jude.
Yes, good morning.
I'm Edward calling from Tango.
Okay.
See, in this coalition, we callers supposed to ask ourselves, what exactly do we want? Because we know that what brings this coalition is a bad governance. So whether Obi, whether Atiku, let us combine all our effort with our vote to vote APC away. That is the only way to go. Second one, this electoral act, I've heard that they have sent it to National Assembly. Let the masses arrange themselves that before 6 months to the election, if that did not come to public, let them go to annex office. Let we all Nigerians go to demand for electoral laws, and the judiciary will stand it as they speak.
Thank you.
Not that when we do election, we cannot. You see, we know our problem.
Thank you. Hello.
It's not
Thank
hard.
you so much.
Let us resume very well.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning to you. Welcome.
Hello.
Sorry. Hello. Good morning. AA from Makonjo. But Mustafa is from Adamawa. What is his political value in the state? Okay. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. You there?
Good morning.
My name is Tony. I'm calling from Elasa. Good morning.
Okay.
I want to ask you a question. All these our calls, waste of time, waste of money. What has it changed in the system? Can you answer me?
What has done what?
All our calls, efforts, wasting money, wasting time. What has it brought to the table?
Okay.
Now, Jude, I want to inform you. I have called the Darlington the other day. Somehow, you people put it under the carpet. There was a law made by Lord Lugard, 1914, that after 100 years of this three group of people, if they can continue, they can come together and agree to continue. But if they cannot go, they can go their separate way. But up to today, none of you, even the journalists, so-called learned men, so-called barristers, can come out and tell us the content of that document. That one, by the way. Up to today, Nigeria has no constitution. Now, people are fighting electoral reform. Why these evil people cannot go and arrange that electoral reform? Do the listing, rethink. This country, does it mean it was caused that they cannot work? I am a supporter of Nnamdi Kanu. Separation is the answer. Any other thing, he cannot win.
It's okay. Thank you so much. I have to go because of my time. Everyone, my name is Jude, and you can catch me on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, on TikTok, YouTube, IKAMIJUDEH. That is Ikami Jude. IKAMIJUDEH. My name is Jude. Ikami Jude. I'll be here by 10:30. Good morning to you.